and balance, and welcome to the Expanded Star YouTube page. My name is Rose. For some of you guys that may not know me, and in today's video I want to do the Zodiac October readings. But this specific video is going to be for all of my Libras out there. So if you are a Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus, then this reading applies to you. So therefore I would suggest you to check out the Vedic and Western astrology. I'm going to put the link down in the description below so you can know exactly where you can go to get your chart pulled, so you can know exactly where this falls in your chart and to know if it's actually your reading. The reason why I use both Vedic and Western astrology is because it's different aspect of us. We're not just, we don't just embody certain type of archetypes, as far as zodiacs or whatnot and elements. We embody multiple, so it's always good to know, to become aware of the full extent of the power that you embody. That's what I call them, powers, basically. And yeah, so I'm gonna put in the description so you can go ahead, do that real quick, see if this reading is actually going to be for you. So again, if your Libra lands in the Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus, then this reading is going to be for you. So let's get into the reading. Not the reading, but I'm going to give you guys a quick review as far as like what your energy embodies, or what it is about, so you can have like a little bit of understanding before we actually get into the reading. I find that it helps, especially like if you're not too big on astrology, or if you don't know much about it, then this can help you out. But for some of you guys that are already expert, you can skip through this and just get right into the tarot card reading. So Libras, right? What do we know about Libras? Libras are cardinal air signs. Cardinal, being able to initiate and create new ways, air, thinking, and communication. So Libras are able to initiate and create new ways of thinking and communicating. Now, what exactly do they be thinking and communicating about? Because that's the main focus of Libras, Libras are ruled by Venus, right? And Venus deal with relatability, love, appreciation, value, and compromise. Yeah, basically. So therefore that can already tell you that Libras like to compromise, be abstract. They think a lot, they have a lot of ideas. They like to have different connection with people. They like to build strong bonds. So like, it kind of keeps that balance to know that, okay, they have these people here that they can trust, but most of the time Libras like to just make friends. That's what they like. They like to build new relationships, make new acquaintances, meet new people, in a sense. So basically, Libras like to initiate and create new ways to think and communicate about compromising, abstract things, about being relatable, about love, appreciation, values, and compromising. My Libra fells, my Venus is in Libra, so this applies to me too. So like, we can kind of just, we tend to compromise a lot as far as like shine down a light just so there can be some kind of balance. We're always the one to cut. We're like a cake, right? I know this is a weird analogy, but we're like a cake, and we'll always cut ourselves in half so we can put, like we give a lot of ourselves or put a lot of ourselves away, just so that the other party can, be, feel good and be good, so there won't be no conflict or whatsoever. So like, knowing that, like, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what is good for you or not, but based on my experiences, it hadn't worked out for me, because I realized I wasn't really being myself. I was really losing a big part of me, just trying to compromise all the time, so that there won't be no drama. Because Libras, we like balance, we like peace, we like a peace of mind, or whatnot. And it's also different when it's different planets, because if your Libra is in is your sun sign, that's how you're seen by others. That's how you would like to see yourself. And if it's your moon, then that's you. That's basically like the emotion manifestation. That's how you react to things. That's actually how you truly feel. And if it's your Venus, that's what you value. You value compromising, you value love, you value appreciation, you value relatability. That's what you value. You value thinking, communication. If it's your ascendant, that's your personality. That's actually your personality. So that's how you actually look. Your sun is how you would like to be looked. That's how other people look at you. But your ascendant is how you look at yourself, how you really are. So it's always good to know about the planets and how and what they're about, so you can know exactly, how this falls, or how this applies to you. So Libras rules the 7th house. The 7th house deal with partnership, marriage, companionship, relationship, basically. Relationship, which is the ability to relate to people, place, and things. You can have a relationship with anybody and with anything, not just people. So it deals with relationship in general. So Libras value relationships. It can kind of be the clutch, in a sense. Like they feel as though they have to be in some kind of relationship with something for them to feel balanced. They can't just be by themselves for a long period of time, otherwise they'll feel as though like they're not complete, in a sense. They always need somebody to be there. But Libras, we have to learn that we have to accept ourselves first, get to know ourselves first, be in love with ourselves first, to where as though that we can then allow the right person into a space. Because we tend to just allow anybody in to kind of play that part, that missing part, as far as having somebody, a relationship with somebody, or somebody there to kind of complete us, in a sense. So we have to put ourselves first and just not allow anybody to come and play that role, because you can go through different experiences, different ups and downs, and conflicts and all that, just because you don't, if you're not the type to actually like to be by yourself. Because again, like with me, my sun is in Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cups, and my moon is in Taurus in the Western astrology. On the Vedic astrology, my sun is in Scorpio and my moon is in Aries. So these alignments already, is helping my Venus, because my Venus is still in Libra, is helping my Venus, is allowing me to actually not give too much of myself, or it helps me a lot. So knowing your placement and see what can help you, so you don't get taken advantage of, and you just know more by yourself, basically. It's really important if you want to be all right out here. So that's all that I'm gonna say regarding Libras. So yeah, let's get right into the tarot card reading. Again, this is for my Libra sun, moon, ascendant, and Venuses. So the first 3 cards that I pulled are the 3 of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So with the 3 of Swords already, it's telling me that you guys are going through some kind of process, some shredding process. You're going through a lot of pain. Like, I feel y'all crying, like being sad about something, heart-related matters. Maybe y'all had your heart broken. Maybe you're in pain. Maybe you're going through a situation that left you heartbroken. It doesn't necessarily have to mean like, a relationship. It can be a job, or it can be yourself, anything. But you're all going through a really dark time when it comes to your heart. And I'm getting you have to release a lot of that pent up energy, because it's all that energy is dark. Like it has to come out. Like your heart is literally like going through a repairing, like a repairment, like it's getting repaired. Like what you experience allowed you to fully be able to let go of anything that was turning your heart dark, you know, that wasn't allowing you to fully progress when it comes to love matter, you know, because I'm getting things weren't going to be however you expected it to be. So you needed to go through a certain experience so you can see things for what they is, and you can now start to heal your heart so you can move on to better things, you know. Like I always say, everything happens for a reason, you know, and we have to be willing to listen and see things for what they are if you want to get a true understanding on things, you know, so we don't get too overwhelmed by a situation. And with the Page of Cups, I'm getting you actually starting to acknowledge those aspects of you actually starting to, you know, drink from your own cup and stop kind of depending on other people too much for your emotional need, you know. It's like you realize other people so you don't have to deal with whatever you're going through internally, or you're realizing something else to cannot deal with whatever you're going through internally. And, you know, you kind of utilizing those things as like a crush, whether you were aware of it or not. And I believe like this situation that happened was a way for you to kind of, you know, start focusing on yourself. Pour from your own cup. Work on yourself. Fully, really work on yourself, and not allow anything to come and fill in that hole. So now you feel as though, oh, okay, you don't have to do this now, or you don't have to push as much effort into this now, because, you know, this and that is right here, and I can utilize it as like a clutch, you know. So I'm getting like some of you guys having to, like, you know, start pouring from your own cup, acknowledging your own feelings, you know, and just communicate with yourself about how you truly feel, about what you want for yourself. Focus on yourself. That's the main thing of why it is that you experience whatever you experience, so you can focus on yourself, heal yourself, so you can now attract the things that needed to be attracted. Because if you weren't to go through that situation, you would still remain where you at, and you wouldn't allow the door that needed to be open to open, so you can go through and then experience whatever you need to experience. So yeah, like, you have to go on this journey. You have to do a lot of communication to self. You have to be in isolation, basically, you know, so you can focus on working on whatever you need to work on to bring success and wealth into your life, you know. You are guided very much, and you need to utilize your passion to get you where you want to be, you know. You can't control reality is what I'm also getting. You can't control outcomes. You can only control yourself. So take the time to acknowledge all the things that got you to where you're at now, and start to know exactly what you have done to play a part into the big change that happened, and start to put the pieces together on why it is that things happen the way they happen, you know, and focus on the bigger picture and move forward, you know, and focus on yourself most importantly, you know. Focus on yourself. The other cards is just all confirmations. Like, I pulled the Ten of Swords, the Hermit, the World, and the King of Cups. Alright? The King of Cups. I'm seeing this boat right in the back, right? That's all of the thing you put in that boat to let go of. You have to allow anything that you may feel you have an unhealthy attachment to, anything that you may feel is hindering you, anything you may feel, you know, is not truly helping you get into a certain area in your life, or experience the full abundance that you need to, you know, and experience better things for yourself. You need to put them all in a box, and not in a box, in a bowl, and Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I'm getting let it go. Let it go. You're only holding yourself up. Let it go. Forgive and let go. You can never forget. I wouldn't even suggest you try to forget, because you forgetting is you know, not being able to realize the bigger picture of things. When you remember, then you know, okay, this is what happened, therefore I know what to do and what not to do, so I won't have to experience that again with whomever and with whatever, you know. But you forgive because you forgive yourself for allowing yourself to go through those things, you know. It is no one else's fault to blame but yourself, looking at the part that you play in whatever it is, and let go of it. Forgive yourself and let go, you know. Start focusing on yourself. This is what I got with all of this. Just focusing on yourself, you know. Create the abundance that you need, you know. Go on hermit mode, you know. Focus on yourself, you know. Allow your inner light to shine. That's what is gonna happen once you focus on yourself. Your light is gonna start to shine back, because your light has been very dim. Some of you guys have been utilized like crazy, and I know that because like y'all are Libra. You know, you guys have been given the big part of yourself too much, and thinking that was the answer. You know, thinking that was the right thing to do and that was the best thing to do. And you know, like, it can be very overwhelming. Like, I know it can be very overwhelming when you keep giving yourself, but whose fault is that? You are the one giving. No one is asking. It's different if somebody is asking and you're giving, and even then you're still making the choice to give. But no one to give and no one to give yourself. So go on hermit mode, focus on yourself, you know, and trust. You start connecting with your spirit guides, because they want to help you, they want to assist you, but it's like you're not ready, you're not willing to listen to the sounds, you know. Listen, contemplate, meditate, you know, like you're not trying to, you need to focus. You need to focus, stay focused, stop getting too distracted by other things, you know. Like, you put yourself in this cycle, you put yourself in this bubble, you allow this to happen, and now you feel as though you can't break out of that loop, you can't break out of that cycle, when you very much can. You very much can. And I'm getting also something different with this card, which has to do with, you know, focusing on yourself again. Maybe some of you guys need to put yourself in that, you know, in a certain bubble, towards though you just focus on you. Be selfish for a moment. Focus on your ambition, your goals, your drive, your purpose, what you want for yourself. Focus on achieving it, you know, and you're gonna start to, you know, see the benefits of that, you know, because in society we tend to think that focusing on themselves is being selfish or whatnot, and it's like, oh well, if I gotta be selfish so I can heal, if I gotta be selfish so I can be in a better space, be in a better, you know, mentally, emotionally, all that, then I'd rather be selfish than broken. I'd rather be selfish than, you know, not myself. Again, slow down and celebrate yourself. Celebrate anything that you may feel you have accomplished so far. Be thankful for yourself. Be thankful for everything that you have right now. Be thankful to be alive, mostly. You know? Stop thinking of anything that you don't have, anything that you can't do, and think of what you have. You have yourself. And I know for some of you guys, it may not be enough, because you're like, I got myself. Well, I got myself, but I need somebody else. No, you got yourself. You never know with somebody else. People come and go. Things change. Life happens. Experiences needs to be. Things needs to be learned. Things need to be earned. You know, so you got yourself all throughout those things happening. You always gonna have yourself. you know, and it's up to you whether you don't, you know. So slow down and celebrate yourself, celebrate your accomplishment, celebrate how far you've come, you know, like, know that you are enough. Be thankful for the moment. Be thankful for the moment, man. Thankful for the moment. I pulled a spade. No, it's dice. I don't know, whatever this one is, but for me that signifies like a learning process, like a learning experience. You're going through a dark learning experience, you know. It's not necessarily bad, but it may appear bad, but you're all going through a learning experience, and you need to have strength and keep building your foundation, you know. Keep building and have strength. Play your game right, play your cards right. Know which move to make. Don't just act impulsively. Calculate things. Take the time to analyze things, you know, so you can play the game right, the game of life. You don't want to lose. You don't want to be on the losing side. So snap out of it. Stop looking at things in a third dimension, you know. I know it's an air sign, you know, it's Libras are air sign, masculine energy. So they like to be logical, you know. They won't allow themselves to easily go in the subconscious realm or think with the feeling, or, you know, become intuitive, tap into the intuitive side. They always want to be logical, but it's like, that's not that. You're missing a big piece of life, you know, a big piece of something, a wonderful thing to have, so you can be able to win the game or be in the winning side, you know, when it comes to the game of life, you know. So play your cards right and just focus on you. You're starting something new. You're coming into a new space, you know. You're growing something new. Allow that growth to happen. Don't hinder yourself, because right now you can be your own friend, your own best friend, or your worst enemy. Know what you're doing. Ooh, y'all just I'ma just rip that again, because y'all just thinking a lot. Thinking a lot. Y'all have a lot of blockages. Y'all have certain blockages that y'all need to release. It's always good to take, like, I don't know why it is that in this society, like, we feel as though it's wrong to take the time to actually heal yourself. And then we wonder why things are happening. And then we just take one moment and we're like, okay, yeah, I need to heal. And then you start to do good, but then you go back to, you know, doing other dumb shit, and then you wonder why things happen. We never want to just sit down and truly heal. It's like we just keep running away from ourselves, and we just keep creating these blockages for ourselves, and we keep blaming other people outside of ourselves for whatever is going on with us, when it's all you who's creating that. Anything that is within is going to be a reflection of your outer world. It's going to reflect outside of you. So if your life is chaotic, what's going on inside? You know? What's going on inside? And we need to start to be true to ourselves and just stop thinking that all this shit is just all kumbaya and nice. No, this journey is not sweet. And that's just the message that I'm channeling right now. And I'm like, life is not sweet. Life is not. When you know, it's kind of like weird. Even when I, you know, see people just making a game out of, you know, this whole healing thing or this whole spiritual thing, it's like it's not a game, man. Like, life is really serious, you know. You're not gonna heal in one day. You're not gonna heal in 1 week. You're not gonna heal in 1 month. You're not gonna heal in 1 year. You take it slow. You do what needs to be done. Like, stop rushing the process. Hi. We're gonna go outside soon, okay? Hi. Alright, so the 2 cards I pulled is the Sound of the Universe. Don't do that, baby. Not right now. The Sound of the Universe and the Violet Flame. So you need to listen, start listening to your inner voice, to your own sound. I'm getting also some of you guys need to get into your hobby, you know, whether it be music or whatever it is. Just get into your passion, whatever you're passionate about. Find whatever you love to do. Would it be art? Would it be art, music, you know, dancing, whatever it is. Whatever it is, find your mojo, get your mojo back, focus on that, you know. And that's from there you're gonna start to that's what's gonna allow to open certain part of you that has been closed up, you know. And listen to your spirit guides also, you know, whether it be meditating, like you need to meditate. I'm getting that you need to meditate, you know. And I know a lot of people say meditate, but you have to meditate. You can meditate any kind of way. You can make art, meditate. I'm meditating right now because I'm releasing. That's all it is. Meditation is releasing, receiving, releasing and receiving. You can do it in many ways, through silence, through communication, through motion, movement. Dancing is a way of meditating. You can meditate any kind of way, however fits for you, because everybody's different. Everybody's different, you know. But yeah, because you guys have a lot of energy. It's like it's so many things that is just like it's just like a lot. And the universe is like staring at you. It's just looking at you like, okay, what are you going to do with all of these wonderful things that you have available? You have so many wonderful gifts. You have so many, you're so smart, you're so wise, you're so powerful. You have so many powers, abilities, but it's like you don't know how to control them. You don't even want to acknowledge them. You don't want to cater to them. You don't want to just take the time to truly feel them and focus on them, because that's where that's what exactly is going to help you heal. That's what's going to bring you happiness, not anything outside of you, not anything at all. And I'm getting like a lot of anger, and I feel like your spirit guys is kind of like where they at the moment, because it's not even anger. It's like a little bit of disappointment for some of you guys, a little bit of anger. Some is just like, okay, what are you gonna do now? It depends, you know. So it's like you guys have been avoiding listening to your intuition or connected to that feminine aspect of you, and allowing yourself to just go through that ascension process. You don't want to, but you are so powerful. You a Libra, goddammit. Like, but hey, again, like everybody has to take the time, you know. Everybody has to take the time. You can't rush the process, you know. You can't rush the process. So however long it's gonna take you to get there, to start acknowledging yourself and focusing on yourself, is however long. But just know, like, as long as you keep focusing on things outside of you to create to replace that void that you have, because you don't know yourself, you know, you don't know your abilities, you don't know what you're capable of, you don't know what you want in life, you don't know where you're going, you're still going to keep experiencing certain things, and you're always going to be out pointing the fingers. So let's read what the book has to say, so you can have a clear understanding of what you need to focus on. Okay. So the sign of the universe has to do with life-changing experiencing, glimpsing the great mystery, significant timing, pivotal movement, the Sri Yantra, the turning fork of universal consciousness, music, transcending mundane reality. Having your world shaken up even a little can invite a deeper glimpse of the great mystery of your life. There are myriad ways to peek behind the veil of the mundane world. Aesthetic dance, spiritual exploration, and intuitive creative pursuits are just a few. Aim to naturally imbue this awareness in your everyday existence so you can avoid the sudden wake-up calls. Wake up to the hidden music, harmony, and wonder of your multidimensional world. You know, again, like, don't do whatever you're going through. It's just a way. It's just another way for you to for the universe to just show you whatever you need to be shown, whatever you need to be revealed about yourself, you know. So don't start to, like, look at things for what they are, basically, because until then. And then we have the violet flame. So with the violet flame, it has to do with your psychic toolkit, recentering practices, deepening your energetic awareness, clearing your aura, healthy energetic boundaries, protection, removing trauma from your field, maintaining a high vibration, rebalancing after times of raised frequency. As we deepen a spiritual path, step out of illusory constructs, and I'm sorry, y'all, my accent is like, and become self-realized, empowered beings. Life may present us with more opportunities to grow than before. When we explore our innate healing ability, we may experience an expanding consciousness, a deeply blissful and illuminating. Glimpses of higher awareness can be followed by periods of intensity as we return to normal. These uncomfortable experiences are shadow elements, unaligned with the higher vibration, dropping away so we can maintain a new frequency. Your sensitivity will be heightened, so it may be harder to spend time in places with frantic activity. You may feel disoriented, have emotional ups and downs, and even physical symptoms. Daily practices for recentering will allow you to drop into yourself and be present and still, away from busy mind chatter and distractions. There are so many ways to meditate. So experiment. What did I say? So experiment and find something that works for you. There is no way to do it wrong. Yoga, qigong, painting, or walking are just a few examples. We can learn to protect and maintain the energy we cultivate in ourselves, not from fear, but through a healthy awareness of what is ours and what is the energy of others. As we expand our consciousness, our empathy may increase. Maintaining energetic sovereignty will allow the heartfelt exchanges with healthy boundaries. Just as we keep our body fit and healthy, it is good to ensure our energy field is free from anything that no longer serves us. We all experience some level of trauma as we go through life. The effects can stay in our aura, and if unaddressed, may influence our physical and emotional well-being. There are many ways to clear your energy field. Seeing an energetic healer or learning clearing methods you can do yourself can be so helpful when you feel dense, heavy, triggered, sluggish, or down. Being able to kickstart a positive vibration so you can regain perspective can be the key to flowing through situations that seem overwhelming or unsurmountable. Work with the violet flame to transmute anything that is not for your highest good into love. The flame is simple to visualize and a powerful tool that can be used by anyone. Consider your psychic toolkit. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy? An exercise routine for psychic fitness will keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibration high. Maintain clear and vibrant energy will also help you see through illusions that may be blocking or disorienting you. Bring the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalance after high energy levels. You know, you have to allow yourself to heal, take the time to yourself. You know, you've been through certain things, you've been through a lot. And you know, until you start to look at things for what they are, you won't know what to do. Which is that everything that has transpired was to only allow you to become closer to yourself, so you can heal aspect of yourself that you've been hiding away, that you've been running away from, that you've been utilizing things, people, places to kind of fill in that void, you know, so you won't have to deal with that internal or go through that internal battle. We all have to go through those battles, because those monsters that we created within, those disorder that we allow to come into a home, you know, whatever it is, we created it for ourselves. No one and nothing can be done to you or can happen to you unless you allow it, whether you're consciously or aware of it or not, you know. So as long as you're aware of your actions, your reactions, your feelings, you know, your thoughts, you know, like, you won't really know which way to go, because first of all, you're not in a space where you're actually willing to listen, to sit down and listen to your spirit guides and know the way and make the hard choices you have to make, so you can, you know, be in a better space and you can go through the healing. You know, you keep looking at external things to do that for you, and that's never gonna happen. That's not how life works, you know. So this is kind of like a wake-up call. Whatever you're going through is a wake-up call, you know, just to let you know that you need to face yourself. You need to face yourself. If you want to start experiencing better things in your life, face yourself, you know. Because you keep experiencing these up and down, these, you know, like things not going your way, or, you know, things just like you don't even know your life direction. You keep experiencing these things because you don't want to face yourself, you know. Face yourself. That's all that you have been trying to tell yourself. Your higher self has been trying to tell you, so you can be in a better space, but you're not willing to listen. You want to be logical all the time. You want to just listen to other people outside of you instead of listening to your inner voice, you know, your inner guidance, your higher self, because you don't want to be too vulnerable. You don't want to be too, you know, in your feelings. You don't want to be too emotional. You want to act like you got it together. You want to feel as though you got the answers, but you don't. Stop being real with yourself. Stop lying to yourself. You ain't got shit. You ain't where you want to be. You ain't happy. So start creating happiness, the happiness for yourself. Stop allowing everybody to come into your space and arranging things. Stop giving yourself too much to other people and allowing people to walk all over you. Allowing everybody to know about your business. Allowing everybody to know and, you know, like, tell you what you need to do in your life. Start taking control of your life. Because you wouldn't be here if somebody else's was to always tell you what to do, where to go, how to feel, what to think, how to do things, why it is that certain things are happening to you. Just basically like controlling you like a robot. You're not here for that. You're not here because of that. You're here so you can elevate, so you can be strong, so you can have control, so you can have a deeper connection with yourself. You know? So until you realize that, you're always going to keep experiencing whatever you've been experiencing and keep being in that loop that you've been in because you don't want to listen, because you don't want to truly see the fuller picture of things, because you're too lost in your ego, you're too lost in your desires, you know. But you very much know what to do. You just choose not to. So it's up to you at the end of the day. It's up to you at the end of the day. And I know that was really rough. It took a lot for me, you know, this message coming through. I feel a lot. I feel a lot, you know, like, so I'm gonna leave it at this. I hope you guys took whatever you need to take, you know, like, we all need to start being truth and start covering up things and stop, you know, like, just not wanting to be real, man. We have to let go of the fakes. We have to let go of the lies. We have to let go of the cover-ups. We have to let go of the blames. We have to let go of the unhealthy attachments. We have to let go of all of these things that, you know, we very much complain about every single time. And it's right in our face, man. It's right in our face. The answer is right in our face. But we don't want to see. We don't want to listen. And it's the end for all that. You either see it or you don't. You get burnt along the way. You see it, you avoid the fire coming through. So are you gonna prepare yourself, or are you gonna allow yourself to just burn all the time, you know, and be turned into ashes? It's all up to you. So yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoy your reading, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. I'm gonna go on to do what comes up today? Scorpio, which is my sign. But yeah, Scorpio reading. And yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video. Peace and balance always. Bye bye.